Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a new knife, new to me anyways. This is actually a used knife, but this is the Benchmade 765 mini tie monolock tie for titanium. And this is pretty cool because it's an M390 blade steel, and you can see that right there. And so M390 is a super steel. Blade retention is awesome. It's got a high chromium content, so it will maintain that luster. It's got high corrosion resistance. You do have just the thumb stud, there's no flipper, but deployment on it is awesome. Just a little bit of pressure on that thumb stud and it just comes whipping right out of there. It is on bearings. You got pocket clip, which can do tip up or tip down on the right hand side there. So it is switchable, tip up to tip down, but not left to right, as is most of the frame lock knives. You do have a little bit of scalloping on there on that lock, so you can get a good purchase on it. Close that right up. Now the titanium, if I can stop bumping the camera, the titanium comes in this matte finish, and as you carry it, it is going to wear some. And you can see this one's been carried a little bit, so you can see a little bit of shine around some of those sharp edges. And that's not damage or anything, it's just wearing away a little bit at that matte finish. So that'll happen pretty quickly if you buy one of these, but that matte finish does give it a little bit of it's almost like a texture to it. I mean, it does help with the grip, but I do love the way that thing deploys, and it is nice to see something different than the standard axis lock on everything. And with it being the frame lock, it does make it nice and thin. So this is a really thin knife. The cutting edge, or I guess the blade, is 3.24 inches long. It is a drop point with a high saber grind on that. The overall length is just shy of 7.5. I think it's 7.46 inches. And then the handle length is 4.1 maybe. So just a little over 4 inches. It does have a nice wide open design, so you can get in there and clean, which I like. You just have a couple little barrel spacers there at the back, and that's it. You do have a nice big lanyard hole if you like lanyards, which I do not, hence this one does not have it. But it does have a really clean action. Just a tiny bit of force, probably about a half an ounce to an ounce of pressure, and it'll come flying right out there. And it's super easy. But this one being the mini, it is very small. You can see in my hand here, just a little bit longer than my fingers. This is really good for everyday carry kinds of tasks. So this will be very small, very thin in your pocket. Just for comparison here, I brought out my my Para 3, my Spyderco Para 3, and this is also an M390, wherever there it is, M390. So we got two M390 knives here, and you can see the size comparison here. So pretty similar in length of the handle, and then we'll deploy both of them here and get a sense of the size between these two. Do have a slightly longer blade with the 765 that Benchmade. The width, you're going to have just a shade wider on the Spyderco with those G10 handles. But size-wise, pretty similar to the Para 3. So those are your two options on M390, right? And this one runs about, well, when I bought it, I think it was $155. I see them going on eBay for closer to $200, but definitely a more budget-friendly option than the 765. These things run around $300 when they're new. I think I bought this one for $240, somewhere there, $230. But at any rate, it hadn't been carried much, so I thought it was a pretty good buy. So I'm happy with that. But let's go ahead and let's get this out of the way. Let's go ahead and see how much it's been cut on here. See if it's still got a good edge, because you know it came with a good edge from the factory. So let's see if it's still got a good edge. Yep. Yeah, if the cutter here doesn't screw it up, the user. Yeah, this might need a little bit of honing. Let's let me get a different angle here. I'm not reaching around the camera. There we go. I think it's just the weird way I was holding the knife. It's still sharp. Yep. Okay, let's get out a Bud K catalog here and cut on some magazine paper. Make sure I got one page here. Having trouble getting started. There we go. So once you get started, it's good. It might just need a little bit of touching up, maybe a little stropping. It has been used, but it's not bad. Yeah, probably could touch that up just a little bit. But anyways, that's it. This isn't going to be a long review. Just wanted to show you guys my new to me 765, which is not lefty. But I'm okay with that because I can use both hands. I've learned to use both hands in most tasks because nothing's designed for lefties except for my new thresher knife. That one is, but oh, I guess centering's still good. No problems there. And yeah, really, right hand's going to be the only way you can open that. So there it is. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching.